Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with one of the most anticipated boxes of 2026 of the year. It's the Romantic Piano Concerto edition, the first 50-ish volumes. And it's not exactly what you might expect, because it's actually more than the first 50-ish volumes in a way. Let's just talk about what this is, and then I have a question to ask you, because we're not going to be talking about the contents so much today, but on how you want me to approach the contents. And we'll sort of examine the situation, and then I'll get your opinion, and we'll make a decision together, because I really think this is an important release, and I want to give it the consideration that it deserves. So first, here we go. The Romantic Piano Concerto series was born, this is really rather nice that we get this sort of background, at a lunch meeting between Hyperion and the BBC Scottish Symphony Orchestra sometime in 1990. A few months later, tentative plans had been made for 3 recordings, and the first volume of concertos by Moszkowski and Paderewski was recorded in June 1991. None of us could have imagined that such a series would run for some 33 years. Wow. With 87 volumes and 235 works for piano and orchestra to its credit. This box, the first of 2, contains the Romantic Piano Concerto recordings made between 1991 and 2007. The first 43 volumes, get that? It's half, right? Because twice 43 is 86. There are 87 volumes, so you're close. The first 43 volumes in the main series, plus additional works by Chopin, Rachmaninoff, Scriabin, Brahms, and Tchaikovsky, which could have fallen into this series, but for whatever reason did not. That's called smarts, and for that we have Cyrus Mayer-Homji at Universal Australia to thank. Whenever something intelligent happens at Universal, you sort of suspect who's behind it. Among the innumerable awards won by the albums included here, there are 4 Gramophone Award winners, 2 of which were also named Gramophone Record of the Year, with one additionally being awarded a Rare Gramophone Gold Disc Award. Okay, screw gramophone, we know, but that's okay. I get it. It still matters somewhere in the English-speaking world. I have no idea where. But there you go. It's a wonderful way to exploit the Hyperion catalog, which is a really important thing that Universal can do, because if Hyperion had any weakness, they did not like to put together box sets. They did editions of things, but a lot of them didn't last in the catalog very long, and it was hard to get individual volumes. And as they point out here, this sucker had been going on for, 33 years. And 87 volumes. So we have a lot of options on how we're going to tackle it. My own inclination is to make a series, a Romantic Piano Concerto series, and just whip through it 1 volume at a time, gradually, giving all of us a chance, if we had the originals, to listen to them again, or to get this, which everyone in the world should own, and sample them 1 disc at a time. They're all beautifully packaged, lovely original jacket, here they are. There it is, right? Original jacket stuff. The first volume of Moszkowski and Paderewski with Piers Lane and the BBC Scottish Symphony under Jerzy Maksymyuk. But we can do it in groups of 5. We can do the whole big box and just whiz through it. I just think that, the couple considerations I have in mind. Number 1 is that a lot of people have never heard of this or will not have had the first in the series. And so they really are new. 30 some odd years, right? It means for a lot of listeners, it will be totally new repertoire. And it's, like I said, an extremely important and fascinating series full of wonderful music by unknown composers. So we can treat them 1 disc at a time, and I am happy to do that. It'll give me a chance to listen to everything all over again, and it'll give you a chance to take things 1 at a time. Or we can do things in groups of 5, of 10, of half, of however you want to do it. We can pick an intermediate number and do clumps. And, that will get us through the box more quickly, of course. And then last but not least, I can just run through the whole box and say, here's what's in it. Buy it, which I'm basically saying now, just buy it. You don't even have to know what's in it except to know that it's marvelous. So it's up to you. It's up to you. I really am asking for your input on how we should treat this, because I'm starting to think that some of these box set reissues, they're wonderful to talk about, of course, and we want them desperately, and we like to collect them, but we don't give them the full treatment. And I'm happy to make longer term projects out of these things and do these things, one every few days or every week or something like that, and make a real adventure out of it. But it doesn't have to be that way. And if you already have much of this stuff and don't want to hear about it again, or just want to know what's in the box, well, you can look up what's in the box. You don't need me to tell you. All I can tell you is that you really should have the box, and then we can talk about the box. But how we talk about the box, like I said, I'd like your input. I really would. And then we shall decide together. Does that sound fair? I hope it does. So get back to me in the comments. Let me know what you think would be most interesting, and we'll take it from there. Keep on listening, friends. Thanks for joining me. Take care.